The girl in this picture moved to New York City in the 80s with dreams of becoming a professional dancer, but instead would be unalived and then cooked and fed to strangers. This is the heartbreaking case of Monika Beerle. And obviously a trigger warning because this case gets graphic. Monika was a 26-year-old dancer from Switzerland who had come to New York City to pursue her dreams as a professional dancer. By 1989, she was dancing in a club to make ends meet. This is where she would meet 40-year-old Daniel Rockowitz, a dealer who would walk around with a rooster and claim he was God. Daniel and Monika become friends, and Daniel offers Monika a room at his apartment because the couple he was living with moved out because they broke up and he couldn't afford it by himself, but he also didn't have any real income to claim because he was a dealer, so he needed Monika to put the lease in her name. And New York at this time, especially Lower East Side Manhattan, was rough. There was a large amount of homeless people. Developers were buying up all of the homes and turning them into what we know now as Manhattan. So Monika took him up on this offer. Sadly, things would go south very quickly because Daniel wasn't necessarily mentally stable and he had a very violent history in his past. So when Monika moved in with him, he developed an unhealthy obsession with her. In his mind, he thought that they were meant to be, even though she told him she did not want to be his romantic partner. Monika was in New York to focus on her career. And while doing so, she also liked to have a good time. So she was bringing men back to the apartment, and this infuriated Daniel. And because of this, Daniel was telling his friends that he was planning on killing Monika. Nobody took him seriously though, because like I said, he was a little off and would often say very outrageous things. So people kind of just blew it off. I don't know why. If somebody tells you that they are going to kill someone, take it seriously. Because on August 19th, 1989, Daniel would kill Monika. In a fit of rage, he strangled her with an extension cord, stomped her head in, and then stabbed her over 30 times. It was a brutal attack that lasted hours and was complete overkill. But he did not stop there. He then went on to dismember Monika and cook her remains. He said that he made a stew out of the broth that he cooked her head in. He then took this stew to Tompkins Square Park and fed it to the homeless. He is a complete monster. Sadly, Monika's disappearance went unnoticed and nobody reported her missing. But Daniel was going around bragging to everybody how he killed Monika and cooked her remains. Once authorities got word of this, they arrested Daniel and he confessed. He told authorities everything, including that he still had some of Monika's remains that he wanted them to send back to her parents in Switzerland. During his trial, the jury ultimately found him guilty of second-degree murder, but ruled that he was not criminally responsible because of his mental illness. So he was sent to a mental institution instead of prison, and that's where he remains today. Sadly, there isn't much out there about Monika Beerle except for what I put in this video, and it's just so heartbreaking because her life was not only stolen by him, but her entire existence is overshadowed by what happened